Hola Bafetu, it is your big homie Palo. Arabunga business in Spain Bafetu. Last week we spoke about the top 10 not so useful careers in South Africa, and I'm not going to leave you hanging. This week we're going to be talking about alternatives to these careers, and we're just going to be breaking down how to sneak into these careers without having to do 4 or 5 years in university or in college. So the very first qualification that we discussed was a qualification in Culinary Arts. So in order to get into the field, you just need to first plan your career path and know what you're doing, and then you get your feet wet as soon as possible. Start working with people in the field, and which puts us to our next segment, which is networking with people. So you need to network with people. You need to put yourself in a position where you are in contact with people that are in the field, so that you broaden your network, and you broaden your streams of income, or possible streams of income, right? And you also buy equipment, guys. Ensure that you get equipment for certain projects that you're gonna get into quite a lot. You get what I mean? Do some online classes. Learn how to do things better than you've done them, and also try to find a mentor. I always advise people to find a mentor for anything that you do, because a person who comes with knowledge gets you ahead a bit faster than books or any tutorials that are online, because you can ask questions based on what you need, what you personally need. Right. Number 2, we have a degree in fashion design. Hey, Corona. Okay, and on number 2 we have a degree in fashion design. So to get into the fashion design industry, instead of doing a degree, rather identify your principal interests. So know that you're gonna be making shoes, you're gonna be doing sportswear, dresses, vintage wear. So just identify your principal interest first. And then another thing is you need to ensure that you provide quality instead of pushing for fame. So it's always quality over fame. So provide value to your clients before trying to get famous. I understand that being famous means you're going to get much more clients, but try to push to provide quality so that your clients can make you famous instead of you trying to be famous. And then put in the time, guys. Everyone knows this. In each and every career, you need to put in the time as much as you can. And like I said in the previous career, find a mentor, right? And then keep your portfolio up to date. Always ensure that your portfolio is 100%. Don't give your clients a portfolio 2003 and expect them to sort of like your work. Yeah, they might see that you did good work in 2003, but what can you do now? Keep your portfolio up to date. Ensure that everything is on point, and things will start rolling. And another thing, network. All right. On number 3, we have a degree in art history. So guys, tell me something. Do you know an art historian? Do you personally know an art historian? Yeah, neither do I. So there seems to be no companies that are looking for art historians. There are no projects that are looking for people that are going to do any art historian job. So I don't think you will find anything. So, but people who did a degree in art history prefer to go for teaching. And in order to get into teaching, I think it would be better to broaden your spectrum and rather do further education and training. Just get into the art qualification stream for that. Another job that they find is a curator or a museum admin. So in order to get into that job, rather do an MA in contemporary curatorial practice. If you want to become an art librarian, rather do a diploma in library and information science. That way you can get a job as an art librarian instead of doing art history. That's gonna sort of confine you to only doing art history. Number 4, Bafetu, a music degree. This one is a no-brainer. If you want to produce, do sound engineering. If you want to sing, join a choir or do singing lessons. If you want to play an instrument or play instruments, join a choir or get someone to teach you. Just do lessons, get a professional to teach you how to play an instrument, pay them and learn that instrument. If you want to write about music, do journalism. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, find a mentor, work hard, push, and then you end up being in the industry. And yeah, it's all about hard work more than anything. So don't go for a music degree, rather check exactly what you're trying to do and move into that space directly instead of getting into it through a music degree. You get what I mean? Number 5 is a degree in psychology. So to become a clinical psychologist, you need to study for at least 6 years, and then after studying, you need to be registered with SPC. You need to be registered with the HPCSA.
Stop it. Get some help.
Okay, number 5 is a degree in psychology. To become a clinical psychologist, you need to study for at least 6 years. And you need to then be registered with the HPCSA. So you need to keep renewing your registration with the HPCSA. Personally, I know very few qualified psychologists, so normally you take 3 years as an undergraduate, and then you take 1 year full-time honors, and then you enroll for a master's degree. Normally after someone is done with their psychology degree, they go into teaching, they go into marketing research, they go into journalism, or they go into communication. So it's better to rather take those courses separately and not do psychology at all. You get what I mean? Yeah, though some of these courses do have a little, like your HR, some of these courses do have a little bit of psychology, but it's not your main focus. You get what I mean? Next up is BA in Communications Science. So people that have done a BA in Communication Science are more likely to become, social or digital media guys. They do PR, they do marketing and advertising, they do HR, they do writing and publishing, they do event planning, they do politics. Just like the other ones, I'd rather do these courses directly instead of doing a BA in Communications Science, because you're going to be wasting your time and your parents' money. Next up, we have a degree in liberal arts. So the problem with having a degree in liberal arts is that you are challenged by, technology and the digitalization of everything. So a lot of people that have done this course just go into jobs like customer service representative, they go into editor jobs, they go into HR, they go into sales, they go into training and development specialists, they become journalists, they do PR, management consultants, they also do become real estate agents. Hey, this English dog strapping me. Anyway, and they also become real estate agents. So instead of doing all these liberal arts modules, rather jump into these fields directly. So if you want to become a journalist, do journalism. If you want to become a real estate agent, do a course in that, do business management, and do something that takes you directly into that field. We then have a BA in Fine Art, the Bachelor of Arts in Fine Art. Most people who do this course become a graphic designer. They become art directors, they become illustrators, they become photographers, they become art teachers. So yeah, maybe if you want to become an art teacher, then you can do teaching and then focus on arts. You get what I mean? They also become animators. But if you're going to do a BA in fine art, I think you're going to be wasting your time instead of going directly into these courses that take you directly into these fields. You know what I mean? It's all about quickness, guys. I understand that it's nice to have a Bachelor of Arts in Fine Art. It's nice to say that, but The problem comes when you actually have to take all the time to then get your BA, and then you really can't do anything about it, and now we're complaining to the government. Hey government, there are no jobs in the country, but you did not do your research. You get what I mean? Do your research, Wafit. And another thing, once you get into any of these fields, as soon as you're done, try to get yourself into an internship and find a mentor. Find a mentor, keep pushing, work hard, and yeah, you'll get into any of these careers. Okay, up next we have a BA in theater and performance, or rather performance arts. Okay, for me this is a bit controversial because I really believe in widening your spectrum so that you can get into any field, right? So if you do a theater and performance BA, and you're multi-talented, it would be at your advantage, right? But if you're looking to get into a specific field, do not do this BA. Rather do a specific course for a specific goal. So if you want to become an actor, join an agency, go to some acting classes from a market theater or any other similar establishment and learn how to act. Join an agency, the agency will push you, and then you also have to work hard. If you want to become a choreographer, join a dance academy, keep pushing, work hard, work your way up, do some courses on how to become a choreographer. You don't need to do like a full year theater and performance course to become a choreographer. You don't even need a qualification when they're looking for choreographers. They just need your experience. You know what I mean? So do that. And then if you want to become a theater director, you can go to market theater, right? They do have some courses for acting and such, and then you can work your way up. If you want to become a film director, okay, now you probably will need a theater and performance BA, because yeah, sometimes I've seen some specifications on PNET and Careers 24 where they're like, yeah, they need to see a qualification. So in that case, you can go to AFDA or you can go to WITS, and yeah, you'll be good. And another thing, Buffett, you need to work hard. So I think people think because it's entertainment and they just see the lights and action, they think, okay, this is easy, I'd like to do that. No, it doesn't work like that. It's a lot of hard work. You need to put in a lot of hours. You need to find a mentor to teach you how to do things. You need you need a network of people. Like, you need to help them, they need to help you. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Load shedding as usual. So finally we have anthropology and archaeology. So if you look online and check for jobs that are related to anthropology and archaeology, it says heritage specialist. So rather, instead of doing archaeology and anthropology, rather do a curatorial course and jump straight into becoming a heritage specialist. Right? If you want to become an educator or college professor in these fields, rather do education so that your spectrum is still broadened. You get what I mean? And if you want to become an environmental anthropologist, rather do environmental studies. That way, you have more options than just anthropology. You know what I mean? And I've seen that when I looked at one of these sites from these universities and colleges, they say that you can become a medical anthropologist. There's no such job in South Africa, guys. Don't listen. Google these things before you pick a course, because otherwise you'll stay stuck and you start blaming the government and blaming everyone around you. And so another job that they usually jump into is a museum curator. So even then, just do a curatorial course and you will be good. Oh, and before I close it off, your boy got a medal from the Soweto marathon last week. Alright, shout out to our teammates. It was nice. Everyone finished the race in time. We all got medals. Alright, perfect. So yeah, just to close it off, knowledge is a powerful weapon. Arm yourself. Thanks for watching.